Sunshines. We are live here at Sunshine Paradise Retreat in Joshua Tree. Join me today as we do our signature Sunshine Yoga flow with me, your Sunshine Paradise Retreat in Joshua Tree. Join me today as we do our signature Sunshine Yoga flow with me, your yoga, Ashlee Sunshine. If you don't know, I'm a yoga teacher and a holistic lifestyle guide, creator and founder of Sunshine Paradise Retreat. I host retreats and I help professionals find peace, well-being, and balance using holistic practices. I was just catching some sun out here. So we are live here on TikTok Live. Hello, thank you for joining us, everybody. We will be getting into a tarot card reading, but I just wanted to show you around. We will be here in Joshua Tree for another couple of weeks, and then I am moving to New Mexico to live on a farm because cheaper living and also nice and fast Wi-Fi. So I'm going to a really small town in New Mexico. I'll tell you more about it. Oh my God, it's so hot on my feet. I'll tell you more about it soon. But I'm very excited. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. So I will be going live, once I get to New Mexico. But yeah, so this is... We are soaking up the last vibes here. There's the bathtub. I have used it once. It was really nice to use. And then there's the hot tub, which I have not used. But I do use it to lay out on. So we're going to go inside. Hi, everybody. I'm so sleepy. I don't know if it's this Mercury retrograde, but I'm just feeling really off lately and just kind of weird. So... little spacey, sleeping in, so tired. Is anyone else super oddly, weirdly tired? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is where we're doing the yoga. Here's the inside of the space, kitchen area. Yeah, energy's been feeling weird. I don't know if it's this Mercury retrograde that we're in. So we will be doing a tarot reading on the public live, and then I am going to be turning it to the members only, subscription only live for the yoga. So you will need to subscribe to our Sunshine community to participate in the live and watch it and chat with us if you want to be joining us, which I would so appreciate. If you want to join us, I would love to have you. We have been doing consistently. I'm getting a schedule going. Hi, Dave. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am getting a consistent schedule going here. So every Wednesday, I decided is going to be a sub-only yoga live for our subs here on TikTok Live. There are 3 tiers now. But you can subscribe to any of them to participate in the live. But the highest tier, the 3rd tier, you can now join us on TikTok Live. You can go live with me via the multi-guest feature, which I'm still getting familiar with. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I appreciate you all so much. I'm super grateful to be here with you all. Yeah. Hi everybody. And then I will be getting another, more consistent schedule going of additional lives here. I'd love to do a public non-sub only yoga video live, and then also we've been doing workshops with intentionally focused yoga poses for targeting specific things like spinal mobility and flexibility and hip openers flexibility. So I think I'm going to be doing that on Saturday. That'll be our next live, and that won't be a sub-only live, so anybody will be able to join that, and we will be doing that on this Saturday. I'm going to schedule it, and I will be adding it to the events page here on TikTok Live. So watch out for our scheduled events. I will be adding them here to our page. You can just go to our page, and it should say scheduled events on the page there. Okay, so yeah, okay. We're gonna get started with our tarot card reading just to get the inspiration flowing for our day today. How's everybody feeling today? Hello, everybody. Hi, Florida Mike. Hello, everyone. And I will be using ChatGPT to interpret this tarot card reading like I always do. So I will be channeling everyone that's on this live for this reading. And remember that this may resonate with you or it may not. This is just for entertainment purposes only. So, you know, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's fine. It might not, or it may. Game cards, Alex. This is not game cards. These are tarot cards. We're doing a tarot card reading. Welcome. Okay, let's just pull what's on the front. Ooh, Queen of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Cups. Lots of feminine energy today. Hi, Scott. Welcome. Thank you for being here, everybody. So here's the two cards that I pulled. We have the Queen of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck is the Princess of Cups. So lots of feminine energy in this reading today, my friends. Hi, Mikey. Thanks for being here. Please interpret this tarot card reading for me that I just pulled for my TikTok Live Collective, asking the universe what the message is for today. I pulled the Queen of Cups, and on the bottom of the deck is the Princess of Cups. Please include a one-sentence mantra for this collective reading. If anyone's wondering, I am using ChatGPT to interpret the tarot card reading because I don't have the cards memorized. How's everybody feeling today? Hello. So if you are going to be joining our sub-only yoga flow, I will be pinning a link to join our community if you want to be joining us today in the sub-only yoga flow, which I hope you do. It'd be so amazing to have you there with us, stretching and flowing together. Okay, let's go over this reading. This is a beautiful and emotionally rich reading for the TikTok Live Collective, pulling the Queen of Cups as the main energy here. So just today is a day to lead with emotional wisdom, compassion, and intuitive grace. The Queen of Cups invites the collective to honor their inner world, tune into feelings without being overwhelmed by them, and nurture themselves and others with tenderness. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have, it's a bit inappropriate. She's topless. The Princess of Cups here, often called the Page of Cups in other decks. At the bottom of the deck reinforces this emotional theme, highlighting messages from the heart, emotional renewal, and the invitation to stay open, playful, and curious, especially when it comes to love, creativity, or spiritual insights. This pairing suggests a balance between mature emotional mastery, Queen, and fresh emotional beginnings, Princess, encouraging everyone to stay soft, open, and receptive. So, together, these two cards mean be open to the quiet magic in your heart today, whether it's a message, a feeling, or a creative spark. There's beauty in vulnerability and strength in softness. Our one-sentence mantra for today is, I trust my heart, I honor my feelings, and I am open to love in all forms. So, may they have resonate with. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Colonel. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. So if you're going to be joining us for the yoga, please find somewhere that you can stretch out, or some comfortable clothes, grab some water, stay hydrated. I will be turning on the sub-only live now, so only people that are subscribed to our Sunshine community will be able to follow along in the sub-only live yoga flow and chat. There are 3 tiers you can subscribe to. All 3 tiers will get access to this yoga flow. But yeah, you do need to be subscribed just for today. We don't do this every day, but I am offering this now for our paid community because I appreciate you guys and appreciate you all so much. All right, so how do I do this? I'm still new at this. Oh my gosh, wait, what just happened? What's going on? Oh my God. Something just popped up on the screen. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Swipe left. Okay, I pressed a button on accident. You guys, I still am like getting to know this feature here. Okay. Subscription. I see there are 2 from our sub only that are watching. So welcome. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Yes, okay, let's turn on sub only live. So once I turn this on, all right, we are switching now. Okay, so we're on the sub only live now, and thank you everybody for being here. So if you are subscribed on the 3rd tier, just remember you can send me, I think you can send me a request to go live with me, like in our live, if you want to go live with me. I am still figuring that out. Go live with guests. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so if you want to go live with me, you have to be subscribed to the 3rd tier, and also you need to send me a guest request. I can't invite you to go live with me, so that's something you would have to do if you want to go live. Hi, Rhett. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's get started. Flowing today. So if you're going to be joining us, please find a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with a guided meditation like we always do. So we're going to be seated here in a nice, comfortable seated position, sitting with a nice and straight spine. And we're going to drop our shoulders down and away from the ears. I invite you to place your hands on your knees, palms facing down for grounding or up for receiving. I invite you to close your eyes if that feels good for you, or gaze down at the ground as we tune in. Or you can put your hands into a mudra, whatever feels good for you. We're going to start with just taking 3 big deep breaths to tune into the body, beginning with a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more times, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now returning that breath to normal breathing, breathing in and out through the nose. And just noticing how it feels to breathe in this moment. Without judgment, without labels, simply observing the textures and qualities of the breath, of the breathing. Focusing at the nostril point where the breath comes in through the nose and out through the nose. Scanning the body, just noticing any sensations that may arise without judgment or labels, feelings, emotions, thoughts, just observing. And as we enter into this time together, I do invite you to set an intention. It can be for yourself or for somebody else. Intention is everything. So I invite you to be really mindful and think about what your intention is before anything, before any action, decision, anything that you do. I would like to dedicate this time to our mantra, our one sentence mantra that we came up with earlier via our tarot card reading of the day that I pulled for the collective here is, I trust my heart, I honor my feelings, and I open to love in all forms. And now gently opening the eyes. And we're going to get started with our flow. So we are just going to start here seated to warm up our spine. Hands can be on the ankles, and we're just going to inhale as we come forward, exhale as we come back for some gentle spinal mobility and flexibility here. And I do invite you to close your eyes if you want to go inwards for a deeper experience. And just tune into your body. Notice anything that comes up without judgment or labels. Moving at your own pace, as fast or as slow as you'd like. And now we're going to flip our feet to balance out our right and left sides of the brain and body. And continuing now with our breathing as we inhale, come forward, exhale as we come back. Gentle pelvic rocking here, warming up our spine and our backs, our hips. Just a couple more times. We will have a few designated water breaks between, and I will guide us there when the time comes to just stop in and we can take a break together and just check in and have some water. Okay, we're gonna flip those legs again. So whatever foot was in back, now switch it up again. And we're gonna just continue now with our seated hip circle. So hands can be on the knees or the ankles. Inhale as we come forward, exhale as we come back and around. This is going to continue with warming up our spine and our hips. And if you really want to tune into the body and just notice whatever comes up for you, tune into any feelings, tune into the body, into every little micro movement that your body does. Using that breath also to tune into any specific places and just notice what comes up for you. One more big circle here. And now we're gonna flip those legs. So we're gonna switch up the legs, opposite leg in the front. And now we're gonna rotate the other direction. Nice big circles. And please, at any point, if you need to take a break or lie down, that is completely okay. If you need to get some water, listen to your body and give yourself what you need. I am simply a guide, but you are free to do and make any movements that feel good for you. Last big circle here, and then we're gonna come back to center. We're gonna come onto our hands and our knees. We're gonna sit back in the heels. So we're gonna open up those legs nice and wide. And we're gonna reach our arms forward. Reach forward as we bring our forehead down towards the ground, coming into child's pose, also known as balasana in Sanskrit. Holding here long, deep breathing. Stretching the body in opposite directions like you're a rubber band being pulled. And holding here in long, deep breathing. Relaxing into the pose. Just a few more breaths here. Coming up into our tabletop position, so coming up onto all fours. Stacking our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, and the knees are open about hip-width distance apart. And we are going to be flowing through cat-cow here. So inhale as we gaze up. We're going to drop that belly down towards the ground. Exhale, pulling that belly in towards the spine, tucking the chin into the chest. Inhale for cow, gaze up. Exhale for cat, tuck the chin in, belly in. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Moving at your own flow here, as fast or as slow as you'd like. Just tuning into the body, noticing how you feel, any sensations, cracks, tension, discomfort, pleasure, just letting it all come to surface, feel it, moving through it, staying with that breath. Coming back to tabletop position, and now we're going to rotate through some Shakti circles. So we're going to inhale as we come to the right and up. Exhale as we come down and around. Inhale up towards the left, exhale down to the right. Big circles, warming up and waking up our spine and our hips. And then we're going to rotate the other direction. So inhale as we come up, exhale as we come down and around. Coming back to tabletop, and now we're going to do big circles back and front. So we're going to move through child's pose, coming back. Inhale as we come forward. Exhale as we come back and around. So we're going to come through, it's like a seal pose, upward dog. Exhale as we come back through child's pose. Inhale as we come forward. Exhale as we come back. Moving at your own pace, your own flow. And then rotate the other direction. Inhale as we come forward. Exhale as we come back and around. Last time. Coming back to tabletop position, we're gonna do a wonderful shoulder stretch here now. So inhale, we're gonna reach the right arm up, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale as we bring this arm down, coming through the space between our body and this arm coming to rest on our right shoulder for thread the needle. Holding here, long, deep breathing. I'm just taking a few more breaths here. Inhale as we reach that right arm up, gaze up. Exhale for tabletop. Inhale as we reach the left arm up, gaze up. Exhale for thread the needle on the left, coming to rest on this left shoulder. So the hand comes between the space between our right hand and our body, and we're coming to rest on our left shoulder. Holding here, long, deep breathing. Just a couple more breaths. Last deep breath here. Inhale as we reach the left arm up, gaze up. Exhale for tabletop. Coming to sit on the heels. This is our first official water break. If you would like to have some water, take a break, rest. How is everyone doing? Hi. Welcome. If you are here on our sub-only live and you are part of the third tier, you do have the option to go live with me, so you do need to send me an invite for that. And I will, between the breaks, try to see if anyone wants to go live. But yeah, I'm still figuring this out. Welcome, Light. Hi. Thanks for being here, you guys. How are you? Thank you for subbing, Light. Hello. Hi, welcome. Happy you're here. So nice to have you here. Okay. Thank you for the gifts you're sending. Appreciate you. Hi, welcome. All right, so we're moving through our flow now. Okay, so we're here in, oh, 1 second, you guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're coming back into our flow. We were just here in, thanks Dwight. We were just here resting. So we're gonna come up onto all fours. We're gonna flip those back toes so that they're facing the ground, taking a nice big deep breath in. Exhale for downward dog. Send the hips up towards the sky. As we try to get our heels down towards the ground, we can pedal out the legs left and right, pressing through both palms, all 10 fingers. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhale. Letting go of any tension with the breath. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Coming to the top of a push-up position onto all fours. Inhale as we hinge forward over the hands, over the toes. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, we're going to come up into either cobra, so we're just going to lift the chest slightly, or option to come into Sphinx pose, resting on the elbows, or for a deeper stretch, coming into upward dog. Holding here, long, deep breathing. We'll be here for several rounds of breath. One more deep breath wherever you are. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhaling. Coming up through our tabletop position, we're going to flip those toes so that they're facing the ground again. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale for downward dog. Send the hips up towards the sky. Pedal out the legs left and right, left and right. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We can flutter the lips for horse breath. Release any tension with that breath. Inhale as we reach our right leg high. Lift it all the way up. Open it up. Open up that hip. Exhale as we bring this right foot through. We're going to come down into a lunge. Keeping the back knee lifted to start. Gaining strength and flexibility here. Holding long, deep breathing. Gently dropping that back knee down, and we're going to flip the back toes so they're facing the ground as well. Coming into a low lunge, and we're going to continue holding here, long, deep breathing. We're going to bring our weight into our left knee. As we straighten out this right foot, we're going to flex the right foot towards the face. Try to straighten this leg as much as you can. Taking a nice big deep breath in. Exhale as we drop the chest down over the leg. You should really feel the stretch here in the back of the leg. As we recommit to that bend in the front knee, we're going to come back into a lunge. We're going to reach this right arm up, and we're going to grab our left foot from behind with our right hand, pulling this leg towards the body as we lunge forward. Holding in long, deep breathing here. We won't be here for long. Just a few more breaths. And gently dropping that back leg down, nice and easy. So we're coming back into a low lunge, and now option to stay here if you want, or if you want to try the splits with me, you don't have to. I will be sliding into those. And we'll just hold here for a few breaths. One more breath wherever you are. Take a deep breath in and exhale. If you're in the splits with me, we're just going to drop down onto our right hip. If you're in a lunge, meet us in pigeon pose. We're going to bring our right knee to our right wrist as we square our hips towards the front, checking to the left to make sure that our toes, ankle, and knee are in one line. Inhale, we're going to lift the chest up. Find length here. Nice and tall. Exhale, dropping down into sleeping pigeon on the elbows. This is a deep hip opener, so if any emotions or feelings rise, just letting them come and go without judgment or labels. And we'll be here for just a few more rounds of breath, holding in long, deep breathing. Inhale, we're gonna lift the chest up. We're gonna flip the back toes so that they're facing the ground. Reach the right leg high, open it up. Shake it out. Exhale, downward dog. Pedaling out the legs left and right, left and right. Take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. So now we're gonna do all that on the left side, okay? Inhale, reach the left leg up. Open it up. Exhale, bring that left foot through. We're gonna drop down into a lunge, keeping that back knee lifted to start. Holding here, long, deep breathing. You can do this, you're so strong. Dropping that back knee down, nice and easy. We're gonna flip the back toes so that they're facing the ground, dropping into a low lunge here. Holding, long, deep breathing. We're gonna, my knee just did something weird. We're gonna bring our weight into that right knee, shifting the weight back as we extend this left foot forward, straightening out our left leg, flexing the left foot towards the face. Take a nice big deep breath in here. Exhale as we drop the chest and the head down over the leg. Let it be heavy. Holding here, long, deep breathing. And we're gonna recommit to that bend in the front leg now. And this time we're gonna bring the left arm up and back to grab the right leg behind us as we stretch forward. Pulling this leg towards the body. Nice deep stretch here. And holding in long, deep breathing. We won't be here for long. Gently drop that back leg down, coming back into a low lunge. So option to stay here. Or if you want to try the splits with me, we will be sliding into those here. And just wherever you are, holding in long, deep breathing. We'll be here for just a few more breaths. You can do it wherever you are, just mindfully breathing, noticing any sensations or feelings that arise for you without judgment or labels. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop any of your questions in the chat. And I will get to them as soon as we catch a break here or at the end. And same with anyone that's on the 3rd level tier and wants to go live with me. I think you need to send me a request. And I'm not entirely sure how it works yet, but we might save it till the end or in between our breaks when we take breaks in our flow. And if you're with me in the splits, we're just gonna drop over on our left hip here. We're gonna bring the left knee to our left wrist. So if you're in that lunge, just meet us here in pigeon. Bringing the left knee to our left wrist, and we are going to square our hips towards the front. Checking to the right to make sure that the toes, ankle, and knee are in one line. Inhale as we lift the chest up. Find length nice and tall. Beautiful posture here. Exhale, coming into a sleeping pigeon, dropping down onto the elbows. This is a deep hip opener. Allow those emotions to come and go as they please. Holding and long, deep breathing. We'll be here for just a few more breaths. Big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth of the nose. Inhale as we lift the chest up. We're going to flip those back toes so that they're facing the ground. And we're going to lift the left leg up. Open it up. Exhale, downward dog. Pedaling out the legs left and right. Left and right. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth of the nose. As we gaze at our hands, we're going to walk the feet to meet the hands, dropping the hips down. We're going to come into a yogi squat. Big deep hip opener here, one of my favorites. And we can bring the hands here on the floor. We can rotate side to side. You can bring the hands into prayer, whatever feels good for you. We will be taking a break here as soon as we drop down into butterfly from here. So a break is coming, and then I will come and say hi in the comments if I've been missing any. It's a little difficult to read the comments from over here. I need an iPad, I think. Right? That's what people use. So I can see your guys' comments. I'm sorry. It's on my phone and you're so far, the screen's tiny. But we'll be catching a break here soon, and we'll have time for some questions, answers, chat, water, check in. Oh, okay. So before we drop down into butterfly, we're here in yogi squat. We're going to do a little glute workout and some foot yoga. So we're going to scoot our weight into our left leg here, kicking the right foot out to the side. Flex the right foot towards the face. So our weight is here, squatted in our left leg, and this is where we can point and flex our right foot. This is going to be great for some foot yoga. Point and flex. It's going to stretch out the ankle, the foot. Thank you to whoever's sending those flowers right now. Appreciate you. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate all of you for being here today. Welcome to our sub-only live yoga flow. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time for our sub-only live yoga flow. And yeah, and then I think I'm going to be doing every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time a yoga workshop. And that will not be sub-only. That will be for anyone in the community that is not only in our sub community, but also not. So it'll be like a public one for everyone. But if you do want to go live with me, you do need to be subscribed to our third tier, the VIP tier, and then you can go live with me. We can chat and hang out here on TikTok live together. All right, so bringing this foot back to a flex, we're going to rotate our weight now into our right knee. So we're going to flex the left foot towards the face, and now we're going to point and flex the left foot. And we'll be here for just several rounds of breath, long, deep breathing, point and flex, point and flex. You got this. Getting our foot nice and juicy, our ankle, you guys. And not only is this great for foot yoga, but we're squatting in our right hip. So we're increasing spinal mobility, flexibility, and also in our hips, opening up our groin and our thighs. I love squats. Love me some hip openers. So releasing for emotions and trauma that may be stored in our hips. I'm all about releasing that trauma. If you've been following me, you know what I'm talking about. All right, bringing this foot back to a flex. We're gonna do a little squat workout here. This is my favorite grounding squat flow to do. So we're just gonna be here and we're gonna rotate side to side. So we're just gonna move through this movement like this, okay? Right to left. Moving at your own pace, fast or as slow as you like. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. Some of you call this the Spider-Man. I love that name. So we'll call this the Spider-Man. You guys are so silly. Do the Spider-Man with me. Get our glutes activated. Just a few more times. All right, last time. And now we're gonna straighten the legs. Drop the chest down. Let the head and neck be heavy. Reach for the ankles or your feet. Pull into yourself. Long, deep breathing. One more big deep breath in and exhale. Bringing the hands to the ground. We're gonna walk the feet together about hip-width distance apart, and we're gonna squat down, coming back through yogi squat and dropping into a butterfly. All right, so this is where our official water break will be, our third water break. So feel free to take a break, rest. Hi everyone. I'm here checking in. How's everybody feeling? Thanks for being here. Hello. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop it in the chat and I'll try to answer any. Hi, you guys. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Hi, Light. I see your emojis. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, P-Jammin23. Thank you for your roses. I'm scrolling up and just looking at some of the comments here. Hi, everybody. Light, thank you. Appreciate you. Hi, you guys. I hope you're having a great day. How's your day going? Light, I love how interactive you are in the comments. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hi, guys. Are you enjoying this yoga flow? If anyone has any ideas for like lives that we should do for our subs, I'm totally open to suggestions to make this more interactive with you guys, whatever you like would want to do, or topics that you would want to talk about or hang out doing or engaging with, let me know. Okay, so let's continue on with our flow. Okay, where were we? Oh yes, we are in butterfly. So the knees are open, nice and wide. Feet and soles are in. And this is a great yoga pose to do some foot massage in if that's something you like to do. If not, you don't have to. I personally love foot massage. I don't think our feet get enough love. They are the things that ground us to the earth and putter us around. So I do think it's important that we show them some love, some tender love, care and affection. So how you can do that is you can just press the thumbs into the soles of the feet for some deep tissue grounding, self-massage. And you don't have to do it for long to feel the effects. This can be really great for anyone if you're feeling like flighty or ungrounded or just kind of like stressed or anxious. This always will help to ground me back into the present moment, back into my body, back into the earth. And let's take a deep breath in together. Inhale. Exhale as we drop the chest down over the legs. Let the head and neck be heavy. Surrendering into butterfly. Holding here, long, deep breathing. One more deep breath in here. And exhale. Inhale, we're gonna lift the chest up and we're gonna open up the legs nice and wide, coming into a seated straddle position. So we're gonna flex the feet towards the face to activate and strengthen and engage our thighs here. And inhale, we're gonna lift the arms up. Exhale, let's start with reaching over to the right foot. Reach, reach, reach. Long, deep breathing. Inhale, reach up through center. Exhale, and now we're gonna reach all the way over to the left side. Holding here and long, deep breathing. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, we're gonna drop down through center now. All the way as far as you can. You can come to rest on your hands. I can go very far, so if you don't look like me, it's okay. It doesn't mean you're not getting the benefits of the stretch, okay? I know that I'm very flexible and you may not look like me, and that's okay. A lot of you will not look like me. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a dancer and a gymnast since I was like 3 years old, so I'm super flexible, you guys. We can rotate left to right here to get a bigger range of motion in the stretch, if that feels good for you. Wherever you are, take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, lift the chest up. And we're gonna close those legs. And yes, frog pose is next. I love frog pose. So we're gonna get onto our hands and our knees for frog. And I finally put the rug down so my knees can be happier. If you've been joining on our previous lives, you know that I've been doing this on the wood floor, which just kills my knees when I do this. So now I have a soft rug so we can hold it for longer. Yay. Okay, we're gonna drop down onto our elbows as we open up the knees nice and wide. Drop those hips down as far as they'll go. Remember, I'm super flexible, so you're not gonna look like me unless you're also super flexible. It's okay. I know this can be painful for a lot of you, so feel free to adjust according to your needs and come out if you need to. Take breaks. We will be holding for several rounds of breath. Long, deep breathing. Taking this time to just tune into your body, notice how you feel. Any sensations or tension, anything that may arise for you, just let it come and go without judgment. One more deep breath here. You got this. You got this. Letting that breath go, releasing any tension with the breath as well. Coming on to the hands, and we're gonna close those knees now. And for our no, not yet. We're gonna do middle splits real quick, but if you wanna skip middle splits, you can just come to rest here like this, okay? Come to rest in the belly, you can rest your hands, you can come into Sphinx. But if you wanna try the middle splits with me, we will be dropping into those. So however you get into them, go ahead and go there. This is how I get into them. So I come onto my hands and my knees and I just open my legs nice and wide and I just drop down as far as I go. I'm getting definitely way closer, you guys. I've been working on these. I said I'm gonna get the middle splits by the end of the year and I just like all of a sudden got so close, you guys. Wow. I'm impressed with myself, you guys. It's like, wow, I'm so close. Yes. I'm gonna get the middle splits before the end of the year. Go, Ashlee. I'm my best cheerleader. Be your best cheerleader, you guys. All right, wherever you are, if you're in the splits with me, just drop down onto your booties and we're gonna come to rest on our bellies. So the feet are gonna come together, legs together. This is a good counterpose for that. So you can come into a cobra if you just want like a slight engagement of the back. You can also just come to rest here on the hands. You can also come into Sphinx, resting on the elbows, or if you want a nice deep back stretch, you can come to rest in upward dog. If you want a little back release, which I love, this is a great counterpose if you like hunch or have bad posture, or at your job if you like sit at the desk all day. This can be a really good one to do. Feels really good. And you can just rotate side to side here like this through upward dog, seal pose, and it's gonna release your lower back, reset the spine. Wherever you are, take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Coming onto the hands and the knees. Let's walk those knees forward, coming to rest on our heels. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, okay, we have a few minutes left. Let's do, let me think, what do we want to do next? So let's take a break. I'm going to take a little water break. Take your break, chill for a second. Anyone have any questions that they want to drop in the comments for me? Thoughts, feelings, emotions. Hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. Welcome to our sub-only live yoga, which we will be here every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time for our sub-only live Sunshine Yoga Flow. This is my yoga flow that I created. And we will be doing basically the same yoga flow every day here. So thank you for being here, everybody. Appreciate you all so much. All of your subscriptions and your comments and follows and donations and gifts all help make this live possible. And I would love to do this more often during the week. So, you know, the more subscribers that we get, we can host more events and offer more things for our subs and the community. So you are part of this. Let's do this. If anyone has any suggestions for lives as well, I'm totally open to suggestions, topics, content you guys want to see or engage in with me. I'd like to make this an interactive experience with you all in the community. And on Saturday will be our next weekly, I'm going to be doing Saturday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time for yoga workshops. So we do basically the two yoga workshops that I'm focusing on right now are hip opener yoga workshops and spinal mobility and flexibility. But I do get a lot of requests for foot yoga workshops, so I will probably be doing that soon as well. That will not be sub only though. That will be like anyone can join that, not just our subs. But this will be a sub only yoga flow every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's get into the rest of our flow here. We have some time left. We're gonna come down onto our backs, okay? So make our way down onto our backs in a nice, comfortable lying down position. Inhale as we bring the right knee into the chest. We're gonna hug the right knee into the chest in towards the right armpit. So we're gonna avoid the rib cage. And we can roll out the ankle here, left and right, left and right. Stretch out that ankle. Long, deep breathing. This is great for digestion. On the next exhale, we're gonna come into a supine spinal twist. So we're gonna bring that right foot over the left side of the body to rest on the left ground. And we're gonna gaze to the right. Holding here, long, deep breathing. This is a great spinal twist. Great for spinal mobility and flexibility. Holding here for one more long, deep breath. And coming out, we're gonna hug that knee into the chest one more time. On that exhale, we're gonna switch our legs. So we're gonna straighten out the right leg, flex the right foot. We want the right foot flexed so that the calf is on the ground. Inhale as we bring the left knee into the chest, avoiding the rib cage, hugging into the left elbow. And we can rotate the ankle here again, left and right. Stretching out the ankle, the foot. Take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale as we bring the left leg over the right side, body to rest on the ground. Gaze to the left. Spinal twist here, holding in long, deep breathing. One more big deep breath here. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth of the nose. Inhale as we bring that left knee into the chest. Hug it one more time. Bring the other knee in. We're gonna give both of our legs a nice big hug here. Give yourself a hug and tell yourself how much you love yourself. Say it to your body. Say, body, I love you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for you. And letting those knees go. Dropping the feet onto the ground. We're gonna do a mini bridge pose. So we're gonna bring our hands down to our sides, palms facing down. And the feet are about hip width distance apart. Inhale as we lift our hips up towards the sky. Holding here, long, deep breathing. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, option to interlace the hands underneath the back and wiggle the shoulder blades together. Option to come onto the toes. Play around here, do what feels good for you. And coming out nice and easy, letting those arms go. If you did that underneath the back, and gently lowering the hips down to the ground. Taking a moment to catch a breath here. And for our last stretch, my favorite, one of my favorites, happy baby pose. So we're gonna bring the feet into the hands. Open up the knees nice and wide as we rotate side to side on our spine here for a back massage, self back massage. And we can play around with the legs here. This is happy baby, so you're meant to be playful like a baby here. So play around, opening up the legs, and we can straighten one leg and then the other. Long, deep breathing. And when you're ready, we'll meet in shavasana for our final resting posture, corpse pose. Coming into a super relaxing corpse pose, also known as shavasana in Sanskrit, symbolism for complete surrender and relaxation. Relaxing every muscle in the body here, letting yourself sink into the ground, be heavy. In typical yoga classes, we do hold this one for up to 10 minutes or longer, but in the interest of our time here on TikTok Live, we will be here for just a very short while. I do invite you, if you want to chill here, relax here for longer, please do that. When you're ready, we will be rotating onto our right or our left side, coming into a fetal position. This is the symbolism for rebirth, since this is how we're born into the world. Using the hands to lift us up, we're going to come into a comfortable seated position, returning to our starting meditative posture. And to close out together our session, we will just come back to our mantra that we said at the beginning. And I'll say it again. I trust my heart, I honor my feelings, and I open to love in all forms. I invite you to place your hands on your heart center if that feels good for you. And let's take a deep breath of love into the heart. Hold the breath in the heart. Exhale from the heart. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath into the heart. Breathe in love. Hold. And exhale any anger or hate. Thank you everybody for joining our live Sunshine Yoga Flow today. It really is such an honor and a blessing to be here with you all. The divine light in me honors, sees, and respects the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. If anyone has any questions, feel free to drop any of your questions, comments, or thoughts in the comment section of this live, and I'll try to answer any before we wrap up. I'll give it about a couple minutes, unless there aren't any, and then we will hop off for next time. And again, we'll be here every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time for a live Sunshine Community sub-only yoga flow. So I hope to see you next week. And if anyone has any suggestions for any lives or topics, I'm totally open to. We are creating this space together, and I'm excited to be here with you all and create the space with you and make it interactive as much as possible. So thank you. Oh yes, and as a reminder, all of the lives do get recorded and posted to our Sunshine Community subscription on our website for an ad-free watching experience, or also on our YouTube channel. You can find the links in our bio here on the TikTok page. So yeah, even though this was a sub-only video for our live yoga flow, it will be posted, the whole thing, to our YouTube channel. So if you're not subbed to our community, you can go and rewatch it for free over on our YouTube channel. Or you can join our Sunshine community on our website, sunshineparadiseretreat.com, for an ad-free watching experience, because I know that there are ads on YouTube if you aren't subscribed to like their premium. So you can go to our website to watch it ad-free. It is a bit cheaper also. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. I appreciate you all so much. Okay, we will be wrapping up the live now. Thank you all for joining and who joined. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you on Saturday. Will be our next live, okay? We're gonna do a workshop. It's either gonna be spinal mobility, flexibility, hip opener, I don't know, maybe yoga for abs or foot yoga. I don't know yet. One of those. Check our events page on our TikTok page for all of our scheduled events. I try to add them there. Thanks, Light. Appreciate you. See you next time. Bye.